Housing numbers, pending home sales up for the 5th straight month. That's the first time in 6 years that's happened. So are you buying these housing numbers? It's time for tonight's bull-bear debate. Our bears, John Brown, senior market strategist at Euro Pacific. Don Yachtman of Yachtman Asset Management, not entirely bearish. And our bulls, we have Lee Munson of Portfolio Asset Management, a rather generic name there, Lee, and Joel Miller at Wall Street Capital. All right, who wants to start us off? Joel Miller, take it away.
Yes. Hey, man, I'm feeling good again. You know, these numbers are showing exactly what I was talking about, that consumer confidence is entering the market again. And as a result, people are buying houses. They're getting active in the marketplace. And I'm telling you, as we go into the end of the year, with the stimulus package going away and the $8,000 tax credit, you're going to see a flood of activity. So I think the numbers are going to continue to rise. So again, I stay in the bullish corner.
Right. Plus, Lee Munson, I was reading a high-frequency economics note that went out today or yesterday, pointed out, even though they're bearish, that the more the markets rise, that does have a direct impact on consumer sentiment, and that, in turn, can end up helping growth.
That's the point that I'm making exactly.
Lee, go ahead, Lee.
Sorry,
no,
Lee.
you know, I think one of the things that we have to look at is that we all know that housing bottomed this summer, but we also know that it's regional. I mean, we still have bozos trying to get 1,000 a square foot, 3 stops on the L train in Brooklyn. But I think for most Americans, they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think what you have to do when you're looking at these numbers to get away from the regional concepts is that when you see these so-called economists with their little models, when they have to start revising upwards, it means that we're on the mend. Just as the same thing, like a year ago, all the numbers, you know, everything came in and disappointed. As consumers see these numbers get beaten by what the so-called economists are saying, it increases their confidence in the economy. Now, even though a trader like me might know...
Go ahead, John Brown.
I don't agree with that. I think what you're seeing, there were tax credits and everything for buying. There's been the banks are offloading some of their shadow inventories of foreclosure, so you're getting lower and lower prices. So
but isn't this a good
going
thing,
up
John?
At the lower end. Hey, it's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. No, I think it's good. It's not happening in the middle or the high-end market. It's not bad, but you shouldn't misread it, not read it that the whole market's coming up and that property is recovered. I don't think that's at all. I think property is still going to go on down in value.
Yeah, but you don't think those loan portfolios you don't think the loan portfolios from Wells Fargo, Wachovia are a little bit undervalued right now? You don't think those are going to recover over the next couple of years?
They will eventually. They will eventually. But the problem is the fall of this year, where you've got a $3.4 trillion commercial mortgage problem, and you've got consumer credit cards and consumer loans and small company loans all going into increasing rates of default.
With all due respect,
that's the problem.
John, there's all kinds of reasons why those problems won't be anything compared with what we went through with housing and the subprime.
Commercial's bigger.
I mean, commercial real estate is not going to be that bad. We didn't have the subprime problem there. Credit card rates, defaults are up, but they get 20% interest. Let's get Donald Yachtman in. Where are you standing on this, Donald? You starting to turn a little more bullish. I actually went out shopping for apartments on the weekend.
Well, you know, as an equity buyer, you know, it's always fun to talk about the economy and all these things, but really I look at what I'm buying, what I'm paying for it, and how long I'm going to hold it as an equity buyer. But if you want to talk about the economy, I mean, I think you can find plenty of problems, and when the market goes up, everybody looks at the things that are good, and when the market goes down, they look at all the things that are bad.
But where do you fall on housing, though, Donald? Don't you think, I think the worst is over, and I think we're about to pop here.
Well, hopefully. I mean, I think Helicopter Ben has done his thing, and so, you know, we're flooding the market with dollars so that they will start to prop up prices. But I think the other side of that is inflation down the road.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Well, we are done, guys.
But the market's going up, but earnings are going down.
I got to wrap even on that wonderful accent. All right. There's still a lot more ahead tonight, folks, on CNBC Reports.
Coming up, the rising American auto industry. Yeah.